Hi, my name is Todd Worley, and well, I'm a person who's disabled and actually lives with chronic pain on a daily basis. And I kind of wanted to come on here and share a little bit about my insights into life with chronic pain. And yeah, it sucks. I'm not, there's no sugarcoating it, if you have chronic pain and you have chronic pain on a daily basis, it sucks. I mean, honestly, I kind of compare it in my mind to like a prisoner in a concentration camp or something like that. Daily life is just hard. It's hard to physically get up. It's hard to physically get out and do things. It's hard to push yourself to actually, do anything. And your vision, your mindset, and the only thing that you really see is the pain. It's more than just a sliver in the back of your mind. It is like your whole world. Every action that you do, every choice that you make ends up revolving around this pain. And well, while this is probably one of the most defeating things a person can actually go through in their life, I know for me, I actually contemplated suicide multiple times throughout my adulthood. It's just, yeah, because I mean, it's like, why go on? Why live with, this constant pain? And just like the person in the concentration camp, who, probably, I know that some of them probably decided to end their lives just because it was too much. But that's not how life works, and that's not what we need to be focusing on. I know that it was probably more the good Lord that kind of saved me in the end from actually committing probably one of the most atrocious acts out there, one of the most selfish acts out there. And despite the pain and everything else, there are ways that we can actually get around it, because what I've actually really come to learn is that if you can actually get the pain out of your mind, then it's a lot easier to deal with the physical elements themselves. Okay, and I know this is kind of a confusing concept or whatnot, but there's some truth to it here. Okay, guys. I know for me personally, I just sat there and I honestly, with my pain and everything else, I just sat there and lived and existed just to exist. I had no purpose in life. I had no goals. I had no ambitions to do anything. The only thing that I could really focus on was the pain itself, and it was just horrible. Horrible, 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 And yeah, it was just difficult, honestly, extremely difficult. So, but some things that I've actually come to realize, and some things that have really kind of helped me overcome my pain. Not saying that I don't have pain, because I do. Even just standing here right now is killing me. but there's a little bit more to it, and you got to get the pain out of your mind. And so some of the ways I found to do this is, one, know the truth here, okay? Acknowledge who you truly are and realize that you probably have more strength than a lot of people out there, just because you are surviving pain. I mean, you hear the people who did survive the concentration camps and stuff like that, and how people kind of refer to them as some very, very strong people. Guess what? Even though people don't say it, or even though that people don't, come up to you and say, hey, congratulations, you're surviving your pain or whatnot, it's true. You guys are some of the most strongest people out there, and I view strength as more than just lifting weights or what have you. This is an internal strength that you guys have in abundance, that we have in abundance, just because of our situation. I mean, yeah, living with pain day in and day out, a lot of people don't realize the toll that this can take on one, not just physically, but mentally as well. And so you guys need to, so what I do is, honestly, I go and look at myself in the mirror, and, and just kind of tell myself the simple truth. I do have strength, and I have a lot of strength inside of me, because I do continue on every day with this pain, and this is something that there's a lot of people out there who don't have pain, who, if they were put in our situations, would crumble. I mean, it's the truth. And so congratulate yourself and acknowledge that simple fact that, you are a great person, you're an amazing person, and you have more strength than a lot of people out there have. Okay, guys, a lot more strength. Um, Another thing is to actually find a purpose in life. Okay, this is something that is detrimental to your mindset and everything else. Me, I used to sit there and watch TV all day and just try and escape my mind that way. And honestly, I would sit there and kind of daydream about living other people's, living a different life. A life that didn't have pain. Me getting up and doing the whole 9 to 5 and actually getting out there in the world and socializing, having, just participating in life itself. This is something that is a big challenge for people who have chronic pain. It was a big challenge for me to actually get out and, just find a purpose in life. And so, this is one of my biggest recommendations to anybody who lives with chronic pain. Find a purpose, okay? This will help to get that pain out of your mind and get you focused in on something else. Okay, guys, it's crucial that you go out there, you set some goals for yourself, okay? This is what it really takes. Go out there, set a goal and stuff for yourself. It doesn't need to be physical work or anything like that. Just go out there and just set a goal for yourself, something that you find passion in, something that you've always wanted to do, because honestly, life is too short. Okay, it really is. Life is too short. And if we just sit there and exist to exist, and we're just sitting there and watching our lives go by, it will go by in a blink of an eye. Before you know it, it's over. And as much as some of us who are in chronic pain would want that, that's not what life is about. And even with our chronic pain, there's so much joy to be had in life that we just need to get beyond that barrier. Okay, guys. And one of the ways to do that is to focus on something else and produce goals for ourselves to actually go out there and achieve. Because what this does is, one, it gives you a path, a direction, something to actually work towards, which honestly helps to push that pain out of your mind. You might still feel it physically, but it's not going to be the forefront of what you're seeing in life. It really creates a different perception of life in itself. Two, when you do accomplish those goals, you're going to feel so good about yourself that honestly, on a physical level even, it's going to release chemicals in your brain that is actually going to make you feel a whole lot better. Okay, so this isn't just like a whole mental thing. Well, I guess it kind of is, since it's chemicals in your brain, but it's also a physical reaction because of those chemicals in your brain. Because it's going to make you feel a whole lot better, guys. Okay, so go set some goals, set some realistic goals though. Don't go, don't think, okay, well, I'm going to set a goal of trying to run a marathon or something like that if I have chronic pain and stuff like this. Okay, set some realistic goals that you can actually achieve. Okay, me personally, I got into blogging. Blogging was a great escape for me. Blogging was a great outlet for me. I was able to release a lot of my inner a lot of my mental and inner anguish out, and it's been a true blessing, and it's helped me to set higher goals, those goals that I have achieved, those goals that I'm still working up towards, and it's been amazing. It really has. So I would suggest anyone out there, go and just set goals, simple goals, one step at a time, guys. Okay. And finally, one of the best things that you can actually do to help alleviate the mindset of pain and stuff like this is to actually go out there and help someone else. Okay, I know when we're disabled and stuff like that, we always feel like we're the helpee and not the helper. We are always the one who's always being asked, well, can I do this for you, can I do that for you, what can and it kind of puts this perception in our mind that we are a victim, and this stuff, and we start to actually feel like that, and we start to draw and feed off of that, which ends up creating more depression in our mind. And I know for me, it really kind of brings me down, having to have other people help me and stuff like that. Well, when you get a chance, help someone else, be the helper. This can actually really, really help you in your mind and stuff, to actually free you from that mindset of, hey, I'm a victim, to, hey, I'm actually helping someone else out. And this is one of those things that will actually help your chronic pain long term. I know all this stuff sounds completely ridiculous and all this good stuff, but trust me, guys, these are little things in your life that will vastly improve the quality of your life if you just go out there and do it, guys, okay? I know that for me, it has greatly improved my life tremendously, and it's actually really helped me a lot with my inner pain, my inner anguish, to where, yeah, I still might feel physical pain day in and day out, but it's not up here in my mind, and it's not the whole full front of what I'm seeing in life. It's something that I'm feeling more and more like I can even manage and go on and be happy with my life. And I mean, isn't that what we all want? Just to be happy in life? And honestly, it was just some of these simple things. Go out and volunteer somewhere. That's a great way to help, is just to be a volunteer somewhere. Doesn't have to be physically demanding. You don't have to sit there and push yourself. And also being a volunteer, it kind of helps because there's not that whole stress of, oh hey, I'm gonna like lose my job or anything like that. Just go out and volunteer or help a friend or whatever. And you'll see it really does help. It really does help your mindset. It really does help with the chronic pain and just the quality of life in general. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm done rambling on and whatnot. Read this blog post or whatnot. There's some great suggestions in here. Some great personal perceptions of mine in here. And if you guys are watching us on YouTube, there's a link below. Just pop right on over to my blog. And anyways, guys, God bless and have a beautiful day.